Yeah, seeing as we're recording this, I was thinking maybe we could give like a 90-second background on the history of us.
I don't know if that's 90 seconds, but sure, you go for it.
Okay, so this time last July, so like 14, 15 months ago, we were sitting at a community event and
The
watching a
basketball game, right?
we were sitting at a basketball game and we just started talking about business. And it turns out we were both thinking about a lot of the same things. And we were like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is almost too good to be true. And we kept the conversation going and it turned into us deciding to start a business together. And so we did that. We registered the business, the whole bit. We actually have an official business. There's accounts, the whole 9 yards. Like here we are,
Real
14
money out there.
Yeah, and it's evolved a ton. We started off thinking it was going to be oh my gosh, operational support for brick and mortar businesses.
Yep.
And then it evolved into, well, we knew we wanted to help small businesses with marketing. That was the original thesis. That's where the name Main Street Marketers came from. But it kept evolving and evolving. And now there's actually a startup idea that you came up with called Story Arc that we are pursuing, and we're in the design partner phase or just the research phase, user research phase with that. But then also we came up with this whole business model idea that we've already started to launch with, what if we get subject matter experts to talk about the thing they're really passionate about, turn it into a book and a digital course, and basically create a set of digital assets that they can sell, that we can help them sell. And it's just this amazing digital content with all the marketing that comes along with it to help promote it and make it be successful. And we decided to start with us. And so
Yeah.
the first book, Clicks That Stick, is about small businesses marketing their services digitally and how to do that. Like, let's say you have a store or some kind of physical business, but you want to compete more and you want to stay relevant with how you're promoting it. Well, there's tried and true ways to do that. So this is kind of step one, is us. Like, I've run the gamut there. So I've been at large publicly traded companies and seen what that can look like at scale with a huge marketing function and sales function and product marketing and all of those pieces. And how does that look in a large scale company that's actually focused on marketing and customer communications? But then also, how do you get started with the itty bitty startup where, okay, we finally published our website. Now what? What do we do next? How do we get this out into the world and convince people to pay for this thing?
Yeah. See, one of the chapters I read in your book, 'cause, Penny wrote a book. It's on Amazon. Click it, read it. Let us know what you think about it. One of the chapters I loved was the authenticity, right? Like social media and authenticity. And it's actually led me to posting more videos and not trying to be as polished. I put them out there and just kind of get my voice out there. It's uncomfortable putting your voice and truth out there in your version of whatever tutorial or video. But I like that was it, chapter 6. But I love that chapter. One of those things that resonated so well with me because I just have that experience. And so I'm thinking, with your book out there now, and we're going through the process, your book is written, you have half a course up somewhere. Where is the marketing? Like, should we just write the plan down? Should we put a plan together? What would we do?
Yeah, I think this is my hope, is that this is gonna be a working session. And we've been using ClickUp. It's kind of like a project management tool that you introduced me to, that you learned about, and it's worked for other things. And yeah, the goal is like, let's figure this out. Let's come up with a plan and a plan of action, and like, okay, what am I going to do today? And what am I going to get done by next week? And what's the roadmap? And let's map it out. So yeah, I actually have this up. I don't know. Should I share my screen?
Yeah, let's share the screen. We're in here. We're in the working session. Let's do it.
So we're just putting this out here. This is us. So we have a whole Clicks That Stick section. So we have Yeah. So we have an actual list. We have a ClickFunnels checklist, and that was something I was struggling with because I would love us to log into ClickFunnels and get that figured out and start that process. But yeah, I mean, we have a ton of marketing ideas here, and then somewhere in here, just real quick, I'm gonna go back to my whole had a whole marketing plan as well. Okay, here it is. See, I think this is it. No, it's not. This is it. So marketing plan, define your target audience, establish goals,
Okay.
up with a social media strategy, and there's a lot of steps in there. Then come up with email marketing and online ads. And what does that look like? And then there's Shopify optimization. And then we have an actual step-by-step plan of pre-launch activities, developing the content, and set up social media accounts. Although I feel like some of this can happen really fast in like a few hours, and then we can jump to week 3 in the first week of, okay, let's actually get these accounts set up. I feel like this can all be week 1, but maybe I'm being overly ambitious. I don't know. And then actually launching some things like, so launching a Google Ads campaign. So what I'd love to do is actually get more of this map and this actual plan into ClickFunnels to hold myself accountable and give myself some deadlines week over week to make sure that this moves and is happening.
Well, on the where it says list, where it's empty list, let's go in there.
Okay.
Yes. And so we can rename it if you want to, or with the 3 dots, yeah, next to there.
How's that? Going through our own journey of promoting this book we came up with the idea that this is going to become a rinse and repeat model, that eventually we're going to help other people do the same thing. And through this, we've done all kinds of content creation and video, and so now we're deciding to record these meetings that we've been having. We've had a little bit of a hiatus. I just got married.
Yeah, Penny, explain your hiatus, please.
I just got married, so that, caused a little bit of a pause on my side.
A good pause.
Good pause. Great pause. Pause including Italy. That was a good pause. Yes.
Okay.
But
And I mean, while we're at it, so this might be the first time, I think maybe I like the cold intro that you just did, like jumping in. I wonder if we should slice in, an intro to, "Hi, my name is Penny Foster, co-founder of my," like, and I'll do mine. How you feeling?
okay.
Actually, it's not Foster anymore, so you got to do it again.
Okay. Okay. So, hello, my name is Penny Mares, and I am the co-founder of Main Street Marketers, and I am super excited to be publicly sharing our journey with you all. We started a little over a year ago, building kind of in private, and now we're making a transition to building in public. And so Crystal and I meet hopefully more than this, but for sure we meet once a week. And so we're going to document this and just put it out there in the world so you can see our journey as we progress, basically.
So
Yeah.
I will also say my name is Crystal Bray, and I am a co-founder of Main Street Marketers. Excited to be here. As you can hear from Penny, we have so many thoughts and ideas, and this is just day 1 of our sharing our public journey to helping, I would say, subject matter experts or even just really knowledge professionals kind of get their truth out there.
I love that. That's it. It's like you know the subject. Let's help you get your truth out there. And let's start with us because we have our own truths too and our own areas of expertise. And we want to share that too and help people.
I mean, and Penny, okay, maybe some background about where we are in our processes, right? Like our several processes. I think we started with ClickStatistic because you have done sales and marketing for tech startups for what, almost 8, 9, 10 years? What are we going on?
Going on 12 years, I think.
Okay.
Been a
The
minute.
numbers keep moving up. And you've done it from seed stage to like millions of dollars, right? Like you've done it from 3 in the office to a whole team. Okay.
Yeah, all the way. List. Okay.
I feel like you had a list of things already, right? In that 1 week, 1 week 2, that one was good. You just copy it and then drop that in.
Yeah. Okay. So that was here. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh,
Well,
not, oh, create 28 tasks.
there you go. Beautiful.
Okay. It's doing its thing. It's loading.
Yep. And I can go in. I'll just make the ones underneath subtask. I can just do that real quick on my end. Or you can do it. Actually, you can do it from here.
Oh, well, and just I was just gonna say for those watching and following us and curious, like this, thank you, ChatGPT, by the way. Okay, just to be all the way real, I asked ChatGPT to do this for me. I was like, hey, can you help me develop a marketing plan for this book? And like, here's what the book is about. And it basically spat this out. And so if anyone's curious, let us know, and I can walk through how I actually made that happen if anyone wants help with that. Okay, but I want help from you. You have the thing you know you want to do. So I'm gonna stop sharing and let you share your screen.
What? No, you're hearing just fine.
Okay. All right, what am I doing?
We're gonna make that first line item a sub-ticket. So let me just check on my end to make sure I can do it. So I'm not gonna tell you the wrong instructions. Okay, yep, that worked. Okay, great. So yeah, I did that. Yeah, hover over where it says day one, day two. Okay, on the left side, you see those,
No. Oh, here.
and drag it and kind of put it under week one. You'll see it kind of.
Yeah, I feel like I did that wrong. Bad? No, I did it wrong. Undo.
But yeah, so let's do it again. Yeah, you hover over the line that says day one, two,
Uh-huh.
and then kind of drag it underneath that week one. Go up a little bit when you drag. Oh, so you
Oh, I
drag under week
messed
two
it
again.
up.
Maybe it's week two. I don't know.
No, it's okay. There we go. Whew. And then this also goes here. No, it's finicky to me. Okay, there we go. That's kind of all right. We're going, it's another subtask, which it kind of isn't, but all right. Yay. Okay. No,
Yeah, there you go. See, it's working.
getting in there. This might be really tedious for people to watch, but that's what the fast forward button is for. But also, like, sometimes I get frustrated when people are showing you how to do stuff and they just kind of skip all the details, and you're like, okay, but I need the details. Like, if someone wanted to do this also, like, incorporate how we're doing it, like, let's fully share, you know? That's my thought anyway. Yes, okay. Some of them are good, some of them are not good, but we're going with it. I feel like you would do this faster than me. I just feel that way.
Mhm. It doesn't matter. You see me sitting here being like, "Yo, this is our working relationship." People don't know. You can't rush everything. That's what I have to realize too.
That's fair. I'll give you that. And this is like ultimate accountability partner because it's not just like you are my accountability part. We are literally doing this in public, building in public, and anyone on YouTube who chooses to follow us along is now also my accountability partner in this. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I think it's a good thing because I want to make this happen.
We have people who love us and then trolls. You gotta have the trolls. If you don't have trolls, you're not official yet.
Yeah, that's real. Okay, so we have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 is looking kind of funky, but I feel like I'm okay with it. I don't really know how to change it.
You
So,
drag it back to the week, like right underneath week four. There you go. There you go. See?
oh, and then I just need to switch them around. There we go. Beautiful. Same thing here. Yes. All right. Getting there. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's look at week 1. Shall I click in and finalize target audience research and refine buyer personas? So I'm going to give something a try here. I am going to take the liftoff statement. I'm going to take all of this.
Hmm. And this comes from our sales
Marketing.
created, right?
Yes. The marketing guide. Well, maybe, okay. What I'm going to do is go here.
For a friend.
Yep. And I'm going to say, hello, please, can you take this summary and use this book summary and use it to help define a target audience? Small business owners,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
solopreneurs and freelancers, digital marketing beginners. I like that.
Me too.
Entrepreneurs, transitioning to online sales, local business owners. Okay. Now I'm going to ask a question. How would you take this target audience list and use it to create divide into multiple marketing plans per audience? How should each plan be different? Because I feel like one thing I'm learning in my day job, which is I'm at a VC and I'm helping them with their portfolio companies identify product market fit. And the main thing we teach people is the step number one, like step 0 is understand your ICP, your ideal customer profile, and start with that. And you have to focus, because the biggest pitfall that we see entrepreneurs fall into is to try to boil the ocean and be like, it's for everyone. No, who's it really, really, really for? And then in that, who's most excited about it? And like, that's your target audience to focus on. And so my challenge with this, Crystal, and I think this is why I keep getting stuck in this phase and not moving forward. Like, I feel like there's a mental block. And like, my challenge is this book is for small business owners. That's like 80 million people. That's a lot. Like, how do we get more refined and specific to know who to start with first? Like, we can't just start with all small business owners. Like, how do we focus the target and the reach? But let's see what ChatGPT had to say, maybe. Let's take a look. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, why I'm struggling?
Yeah, I have an idea, but I want to see what the algo says first.
Okay, so it says to effectively market clicks that stick to each segment of the target audience, you can create multiple marketing plans tailored to their unique needs, challenges, and motivations. Here's how you could divide that target audience and structure different marketing approaches for each group. Small business owners. Key challenges, time constraints, lack of digital marketing expertise, need for immediate results. So true. Totally agree. Message focus. Emphasize that the book provides practical time-saving strategies that are easy to implement, even for those with limited knowledge of digital marketing. Okay. Highlight success stories of small business owners. Okay. Marketing channels, Facebook ads, LinkedIn targeting local business groups, partnerships with small business associations or local chambers of commerce, websites or online workshops. Lead Magnet offer a free guide or checklist titled 5 Quick Digital Marketing Wins for Small Business Owners as an intro to the book. I love that. I feel like that needs to, so already I'm like, okay, with any of this stuff, like let's say we're doing Facebook ads, well, we need to lead them to a link. That's where ClickFunnels comes in. Like, we have to start with having a landing page people can come to. And I think we should start with a lead magnet of a one pager. Maybe it's free, maybe it's 99 cents, I don't know, but like something. And so here, sorry, my brain is going, but here I kind of think in step 1, week 1, I need to add. How do I add? Okay, create a ClickFunnel landing page for the book. I know we have a Shopify link also. Optimize the Shopify page for sales, and then also create see what it said. Okay, as a landing page. So we have to I should create a free guide, create landing page for the guide. Okay, so I want to hear from you because I got sidetracked. I started looking at how do we divide out the target audience, and then I got right into like, oh, that helped remind me of like, these are really the important first steps. But okay, I want to hear from you.
Can we go back to the GPT output? Scroll down a little bit for me. Okay, keep scrolling, Let me just slow it
Yeah. Digital marketing beginners, love this one. Love this. Entrepreneurs transitioning to online sales. That feels very specific to me. This feels targeted. How to start selling online. Because that's a specific target subset of people that are That I like this. I feel like that's ICP potentially for business owners.
Can we scroll up a little bit? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Go down a little bit. I like all that. This is, in fact, can you, when you're done, can you hit the copy button and
Yes,
drop it in?
ma'am.
In ClickUp, we actually have a document I started inside
Where's the document?
to the, yeah, go to click that stick in that folder. If you click the folder name itself, and you should see a document. It's right. Start working. So there we are. And you just drop it in.
Love
Nice.
that for us.
Okay, so we go back to the GPT though. I want to position this back to you in this way. We are two of these groups. Which groups are we?
We are small business owners and we are, I would say beginners, but we are also, well, not necessarily. We've been doing all of this for a year, but that's not that long. We are entrepreneurs transitioning to online. I don't know. What would you say?
I mean, I know we're not local business owners, right? Can we agree with that one?
Yeah.
Nothing.
We don't have a brick and mortar, nothing.
No.
That's not us.
I will say we know a lot of small business owners. When I categorize that, anyone's been in business for 5 years and isn't. I think we know a lot, so I think we have a lot of empathy there, and we've seen a lot. And we work with a lot of people in that position. I consulted. You have yourself work with businesses. I work with a startup now, so I think we know a lot there. I don't think we're transitioning to online because we've never been offline.
True. That's true. You're right.
So it does leave 2 buckets for us so far. I do think we're solopreneurs, but like, is there a way to put 2 people in a solopreneurship? I don't know what you would call that.
I mean, that's called a small business owner, maybe.
I mean, I have questions, right?
Okay, fair.
I think you are not a beginner in this.
I feel like I am, though. I definitely feel like I am.
But I think that I think it's because you're like a solopreneur in this, and this is the first time you're doing it for yourself. But I feel like you know these topics, right? So that's slightly different. I wouldn't say that's the same thing. Like, I think there is a case where, for instance, let's take ClickUp and be very specific. You're teaching the class, right? Can't be a beginner teaching class. 1, that's one thing. 2, I feel like that person who is a beginner, you could mentor, right? You could say, hey, this is how I've done it. Quick and dirty, get in. Even if it's like hiring someone from Fiverr, like this is what I look for, like that you manage and advise today, other startups. You definitely can't be a beginner if you're advising. Back to this. So I feel like that person is a person you can mentor and a person you can offer services to as a small business owner. I think if you were to go and walk up to someone we know people, you could offer them this service, right? I think you and I would fall in the category of solopreneurs though. Doing it like, that's my personal feeling and that's my breakdown. I don't know, like where do you think that logic is not hidden?
You said we'd fall in the category of what?
Solopreneurs.
Solopreneurs. Yeah. Especially with the current model of like being the SME, producing the content, promoting the content. It's a solo activity essentially, but we're doing it together. Yeah.
And then this makes my next question critical, right? Because remember, like, okay, we have a mentor, your CEO, Michael Parker. He says, where were you 5 years ago? Where were you 10 years ago? Can you teach that person to be who you are today? Right? From that perspective, the first target audience would probably be the beginner. From that perspective, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What we're doing right now, though, we're doing the follow me now seed, right? Follow me in this journey, which I think puts us in the solopreneur perspective. So I think if we can do it through YouTube, we can do it as a solopreneur and do the whole process as from our first person perspective. I think if we want to teach it to someone on YouTube, I think we do it from the mentor to beginner perspective. That's where I would land. I think if we were to sell this service and just get paid to do it for somebody, we would sell it to a small business owner. Like that'd be my logic on the strategy there.
So do you feel like the target should be beginners then? Like that should be our focus on who we're targeting?
It's up to you, right? Because I feel like I'd like to, okay, if I had to whittle it down, let's whittle. Not local business. We're not transitioning to online because we're never offline. I think small business owners, we could support them, but I don't think that's what we're doing now is. Like what this like channel is gonna be, right? I think this is gonna be us like building this thing. I legit think there is a case for doing this for beginners as a mentorship program. I legit think that. I also think because we're also doing how to take a subject matter expert and how to teach you how to do this, there's almost a stronger case for solopreneurship, right? Because we're also doing it for ourselves. And then we're going to teach someone to do it for themselves in the same vein. Take your expertise, do the thing, So you know
Yeah,
what?
I mean, in that case, then it's kind of the solopreneur thing that makes sense because like we're living the example that we eventually want to help other people replicate, right? And we're doing it through like, hey, we know a lot about marketing principles and we've actually know enough about it that we've written a book and it's educational content and it's about all of these things. It covers all of these things for all of these people. But with that, we're live publicly via this YouTube channel going through the exercise of how do we promote that and actually make sales. And as we're going through this process internally ourselves, we're developing a blueprint. And then that blueprint is going to be something we're going to help other people do with other subjects. It's going to be other subject matter experts that go through this same exercise of promoting their content to their target audience. So I feel like it's going to become easier depending on who we're working with. Because right now this is super broad, like it's broad principles to a broad audience. But as we work with, so for example, like I know a potential client you've been talking to teaches yoga, specifically geriatric yoga, right? So it's for people that maybe have limited mobility, people that maybe have, can't do the regular vinyasa yoga because it's just like they're not in that body type anymore. They're not that just doesn't work for them. There's real specifics. Well, if she were to, move forward in this process with us and actually create educational content and sell it as a digital product and market it, that's a very specific target audience, right? And then it's going to be easier because we already have that narrow target audience based on her expertise. But for this, yeah, maybe let's just focus on targeting solopreneurs.
I can say that for now, but I know us. Do you want to sleep on it? Sleep on it.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, and let me say this. I can see a strong case for the top three buckets. Doing it for small business owners, I think they would watch these videos, right? They would do, like, this is like, because this is you as a small business owner, like this is your everyday action plan, right? You're probably in it. Solopreneurs, we have that strong case, and beginners. So if we sleep on it, maybe we'll come to a conclusion. I'm all three work for me.
Yeah, and I also think, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I think beginners. I know I'm flip-flopping, but I think beginners is good because that's really the whole point of the book is like it's simple step by step. It's to help someone get started that's never done it before. That's the ultimate definition of a beginner. And that beginner might fall into any of these other categories potentially, but like really the focus is that you haven't done this before. This is new to you. Whatever other bucket you may fall into. Right.
That's that. I like how you connected it as like in all these buckets, you're still a beginner. See?
Yeah, this is why talking it out is so helpful. So one thing I wanted to ask you, and I do have a little bit more time because I got to reschedule, but if we just go back into the action list. And I got inspired as we were looking at this, right? And I was like, oh, yeah, like I actually I want to create a ClickFunnels page. I can't remember how to log into ClickFunnels for the life of me. So just like tactically, can you help me? Should we do this live on the video or is that like, oh, we don't want to share credentials? I do want to eventually share that because it's cool and I want people to see that process. But the purposes of recording.
Yeah, let me hit pause.
Recording again.
Recording. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
The pause. Penny is now in ClickFunnels.
I'm logged in.
Oh.
Yes, I'm logged in.
I love it.
About this later. And we're agreed upon our next steps. Just to recap really quick, we like these next steps. The only thing is based on that previous conversation, I changed this for digital marketing beginners instead of small business owners. So that was changed. But other than that, like, okay, this is week 1. I'm committed. This is what I'm going to do. Create the ClickFunnels landing page for the book, go into Shopify, which is here, and optimize the store that we have for clicks that stick. and make sure it's looking good. Gotta find it and all that fun stuff. However, anyway, figure that out later and then create this asset because I think ChatGPT gave us a great suggestion. So that's that. And now moving along, Crystal also has a course that she has created and she was talking about it. So, all right, take it away.
Well, what's interesting is that Tiffany's like, why didn't you put it behind a gate? A couple of quick reasons. I personally feel that I want to give people value. And I've noticed the SQL courses I see online are easy for me to use, but not necessarily if you're scared to even open the prompt up, right? And sometimes like, oh, download a MySQL database or, find your database at work. Those are already hard steps, like if we're honest. And so I had to be like, what is the best way to do it? And so I built this course out. One of my cousins is a data scientist himself. So we went through and thought about the course material. I've seen it other places like at work, and I've seen other people do tutorials, and I'm like, they're just too dense, right? Or they're too fast, or they lack the practical aspect of it. Okay, great. But then I took the broader view, and this is the broader view, Penny. We're really hoping to help people that feel that the data part of life is holding back their career. I'm not talking to people who are in data, like data analysts, data scientists. I'm talking to people who are in operations or finance and who are like, man, the fact that I just don't know the data stuff is stopping me. Like maybe
I'm in that boat. And I took a SQL course. It was through Coursera with Duke University, and it was a data analytics course, and it's walked you through SQL. I don't know how to do it. And my thing is like, I'm doing all this research. I have these spreadsheets, there's data, and I don't have the skill set to easily make sense of that data in a way that I can use then to share out with my boss or whoever I'm working with. And so I am that target audience, by the way.
Yes. And just how you said right there, pulling data is one thing, right? Being able to understand it is another thing. Being able to share it with your boss, right? It makes sense of it. Like the so what, what are we looking at? Like, why does this matter? What problem are we solving? That is the mentorship program, right? That is what we're going to start up. And I'm going to open it up softly, do a micro offer, but open it up softly using Instagram or, whatever else. It's not like a full group course. And it's just going to be couple one-on-one time for 4 weeks. And the reason why I want the free courses online is so that I can give you the reference, like, hey, go watch these videos. Come back and we're going to discuss this. And we're going to use your project at work, right? Something you want to work on. But the videos are going to be like that go-to resource. And I'm going to know that I'm sending you to a place where I understand the content. I can't for sure say right now. Yeah. Like right now on YouTube, there's content, but it doesn't, to your point, it's always targeting a data analyst or this person. It's rarely targeting a person who just wants to leverage data and be confident, right, with their colleagues. They don't want to be afraid to ask a question about a data thing. That's really the target there. So like this 4-week mentorship is going to be real quick and dirty. It's going to go from the technical things, SQL, Google Sheets. You can do Excel, but Google Sheets is free. So if you don't have it yet, it's a free version. Light analytics, and then it's going to transition into problem solving, which is not necessarily data analysis, like problem solving overall in aggregate. Some simple frameworks. I love frameworks. Simple frameworks you can use. We're going to walk you through, have you do some reps, right? That's our goal. Like we'll get you in the program, do some reps, and then the last piece of it is going to be on communication. How do you send it an email? How do you put it on a slide? How do you do a Q&A? And Q&A is where people die. Don't look. I put it up there, just don't ask me no questions on, right? And so it's like, that's a 4-week accelerator we're going to work on. So if anyone's listening, reach out. We'll see if we have some spots available, but that's going to be the soft pool. So I want
to do it. I literally am signing up right now and I'm not even joking. I want to do it.
Okay. I'll take you 4 weeks. We'll do it.
Okay.
We're launching in 2 weeks though from today.
Okay.
First cohort, I'm letting people, that way people can sign up, but I'm just doing soft. So soft offer is 1-on-1 for 4 weeks set. But the videos I needed out already for you to be ready. So I need 2 more weeks for the videos up online. So you can have references.
I'm excited.
There you go. That's it.
I'm excited. So send me the sign up info because
it's an application, like it's micro offer, it's an application form. It's not even
that hard.
The full push for me is going to be doing it as a group. Like that's the next step.
Yeah, and here's the thing is like this is a good step 1, and it's kind of like you have to just start and you have to just do it and see like what's the feedback, like what was missing for people, like What do they want to see next? Like, what's the next level? And then you can use that to build something that maybe is more heavyweight or that people are willing to pay more significantly for, right? Or maybe it's like, hey, we're gonna pay a significant amount and fly you out and have an intensive like 3-day thing. We don't know what it might end up being, or maybe it's all digital. We don't know, right? But it's like you have to start and get that initial feedback.
Oh yeah. So we're starting. So
I
that's
love it.
why the videos are free.
I love it. I'm excited. Count me in. Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's just my update. So we both have work to do.
we do. Oh, same time next Friday.
And Friday.
Go. Bye.